Hello, 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 hello. So I get these questions thrown at me sometimes. Oh, come on, let go. Put that down there and put this over here, I suppose. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't work, but I hope it does work. So I just finished up making a wooden box for the mill from Busy Bee Machine Tools. It'll be mounted tomorrow, the milling machine. So anyway, the question was, and I've been asked this a number of times, have I noticed had any paranormal experiences? Well, I have to say yes. Ever since I was a child, actually. It doesn't make me special or anything like that. It's kind of like in my life, the intensity of a TV set is turned up too high for me, or the brightness. So that's why I like to take Xanax and forget about it and not delve into it or not tempt it. Oh, as a child, had things come to me. I remember as a baby in a crib on Marguerite Street in Vancouver, South Vancouver. The window and curtains were moving. Looked like moonlight. I was a baby straining to watch a chair moving around by itself. Now, these things I've told psychologists and others. Also noted very strongly by my parents and others. It's around the same age. I gave a speech quoting the House of Lords in the United Kingdom. They were amazed where I got what I tied into. I don't know. I don't recall that, but I remember vaguely something about my parents had always mentioned it. And there was other encounters I had with things in the universe which I can't comprehend what they are, but they were so strong that they affected me, and they repeated themselves too. It was a string of compression. I was compressed in a tiny, I don't know how you describe it, tiny wire that went between two cloud layers. This repeated this pretty many times. Also, and I'm going out of childhood, I guess, but there were other things too. In childhood, I have to say that I was sexually interested at the age of 5, believe it or not. I remember this incident out in the backyard. Interesting. And onward into other things. I hate it when you look at somebody and know they're going to die within a week or two. From my perspective, they turn white and they're ready to go. Maybe to another person they would never notice. I don't know. Incidences that I had to write Jack Huck of McDonnell Douglas Aerospace Corporation, who's a parapsychologist within Gast in Vienna. I was walking around in New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada, and I could see stuff through her eyes, and I still got the letter. I mentioned this before. George Jack Hout. He wrote me back about it. And hundreds of other things too, that things vanish in those high voltage experiments I was doing. They vanish and reappear. Sometimes all crumpled up. I hate talking about this stuff because it's kind of schizophrenic and weird. I don't know. Incident actually here. I didn't want to talk too much about it, but it was a quart-sized thing of tanning lotion next to the ray gun that I found in my duffel bag, and I put it there. Like, okay, I found that. Good. I remember to take it. So I was looking around what else is in here, nothing much, and I looked, the tanning stuff was gone. Never to be found. Searched that trailer inside and out. Nothing ever appeared again. Luckily, there was witnesses with me sometimes when things would appear and disappear, like flashing back and forth like a string. A metallic gray string, at least 3 inches long, curved, would appear and vanish. That was Daniel Bottomley, who and I were staring at it, looking, wonder what's going on. Happened with the Canadian government. Something appeared or created a big crashing sound. It was a chunk of steel. They were so busy, they filmed everything, but they kept it classified. They just, no, you can see all the letters, and I'm trying to find the videos, but no. So anyway, I like keeping grounded, like being immersed in vintage warships and cannons, artillery, guns, electronics, machinery, lathes, machine tools. Because if I let myself go and don't take Xanax, let's say, I actually will tend to go somewhere else. Like, it's like an anxiety reaction I get. It's very weird. I get what's more powerful than Xanax is the sun. I sit in the sun, I start dreaming and seeing colors and things, and I let myself go and start to snap back like that. And other times walking down the street, everything has turned into crystal clarity, and everything is super brilliant. I like that feeling. It wasn't disturbing. So anyway, I'm hypersensitive to my own body, heartbeat and all that kind of thing, and different chemical reactions, adrenaline coming and going. So I don't know. Doctors I know said I'm a late bloomer. That I don't, and I never have, because I got agoraphobia too, which keeps me out of the loop of craziness in the world, I guess. However, I can manage high voltage Tesla machinery, 4 warships, 5 years, no accidents, nothing. I mean, you're taking apart artillery pieces with springs and oil, and that end at 3 inch 50 is 3 inch 75, it's 3 inch 70, sorry. You gotta know what you're doing, and I see everything very crystal clear, and I know exactly what to do, and I get the job done and make West Roots and the Artificial Reef Society of British Columbia very happy with all the scrap I get them. I enjoyed it because I could take parts home and learn what these things do. And boy, I sure hauled a lot up that hill. The New Westminster Hill, 6th Street, is it? From Front Street all the way up to where I was, 5th Street and 6th Avenue, or something like that. 727 5th Avenue. New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada, submarine apartment, as you've seen in videos, anyway. Traveling to other countries, I get along fine with everybody. Egypt, Japan, Austria, Japan, didn't mention that, USA, Canada. Get along with everybody, just fine, no problems, nothing. But that's a question that's brought up, so I thought I'd answer some of it. Whew, wow. And another thing I'm addicted to, sunlight, aspirin. I take an aspirin for some reason to relax me sometimes. If I start doing physical activity real quick, everything gets really heightened. I guess adrenaline comes out. It explained to me by, Dr. Hutchison in British Columbia, Canada, that apologized for me getting a shock treatment and drugs and that. Jim Quinn of Secure said what happens to me is my mind is very active. Also that I get a sudden burst of adrenaline that shouldn't happen at the wrong time. So he mentioned that. So anyway, discussing my personal life and orgasms. Yes, they're very intense. I'm highly sexual. I spent 2 months with a lady from Kimberley, British Columbia, who was a nymphomaniac, and she had all this test gear for temperatures and things, and we had 2 months of sex. Anne Marie Howe, online meeting, and Tara Lee, Catherine Rayburn Kahn, and hundreds, dozens, not hundreds, dozens of others. Anyway, I'm heightened. Anyway, everything is heightened, and everything is intense, and I see everything and what to do, and I don't keep notes. And my God, I'll use measurement devices if I'm machining something to be sure. However, it seems like you just do it and it happens, like when I mentioned about the lathe and turning the hand wheel to the spindle speed at a right, just the feeling of it, and you got the right thread. Thread dial, thread dial. It's just weird. Fixing things, repairing things, taking things apart. It's like I know already what to do. Ask Wes Roots if you want. Yeah, I want to be a consultant with a particular part of artillery and electronics and warships. Anyway, my business partners, George Hathaway, I don't know what he could figure out. I don't know why he got frustrated with me anyway. The Pentagon group wanted me to do stuff, but excuse me, I respectfully declined, but not my world, you know. Anyway, I'm going on and on and on. So the interesting topic about why things disappear and reappear, I've known that for a long time because Burrard Yarrows, a shipyard just within walking distance where I lived, I knew some people that worked there, and they talk about things disappearing in the shipyard. So I knew about it before it became a in vogue kind of thing in the internet stuff. So anyway, that's that little topic out of the way, I guess, huh? UFOs? No, I don't believe in them. I believe there's intelligent races out there, yes. And civilization, yes. But they would not want to visit here, I don't think. It's us barbarians. I sense they are out there, that's all I can tell. And also when I'm in the oracle room, I've seen faces come and go out of the mirror, along with the active selective voltmeter signaling there's something there. So I don't know. When I lack sleep, my ESP rating goes up to about 80% because you don't care, you have sleep, you see everything all over the place. That's why I need, if I'm losing sleep, I need to have that extra hour to catch that dream cycle or whatever it is. But lack of sleep makes things so intense, you just take the Valium or a Xanax at full strength down. My favorites is chlorohydrate. But I don't abuse these things. Been on them since 1970. So anyway. Okay, how long have I been talking now? Yeah, that's a long. So anyway, I noticed the ravens are very hypersensitive to electronic devices close to them. So I tried to film them today with iPad, and they didn't want to come around and eat anything, so I took the iPad out. Other times I put a different angle and further away. Oops. They'll come and eat. They won't come close to this thing. Plus, you know, they migrate and they travel and they use the Earth's geomagnetic fields because they got magnetite in their little brain that guide them around. That's why you give birds gravel. There's a bit of iron in it. But anyway, however, Mr. Squirrel showed up. He didn't seem too upset about anything. Unfortunately, the iPad was on an angle like this, and I only caught his face a few times. I'll do better with this silly thing. Get her at the right angle, and you get this perfect video, like you've seen in my Raven videos. So in a month or so, I'll be working on the high voltage again after I get the capacitors from scrapyard down south. It'll be a road trip all day long. I've scouted it already, kind of where things are. There are some good deals on eBay, maybe one or two out of a couple of hundred. Because people have something that's old or unique, they think it's worth something. Only in their head it's worth something. To others who want it, no, let's find a better seller, so I do. Get to know your seller, support each other. Forget about the jackasses, high price stuff. Now, Mr. Alec, however, if you make good friends with him, he'll give you something for a quarter price. He's in Greece, he has a scrapyard, and he's always been very kind to me and giving me extra things. Shipping is pretty tough, but they're dealing things that weigh 100 pounds, 100 and 200 pounds. Very kind of him to do it, too. Very understanding person. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent again, aren't I? So, okay. Yeah, I like smoking. So what? A lot of people smoke. And you got all the politicians. Of course. And crackpots. Saying this is not good. Probably isn't good anyway, but anyway. Then you got the good Dr. Fasty, the fascist guy, pressing for his what. But he never talks about alternative health or what you can do to treat yourself with the sniffles. Total psychopaths running everything these days. Thank God a lot of you folks know about it and that you resist that ridiculous programming they put out there. Pretty sad when you think of it. CNN is a real suck-ass network. You need a good fiery reporter that tells the truth. But anyway, social media, internet. It gets very boring. Extremely boring. The only thing I use is search on eBay, search on YouTube for things. How to fix this, how to do that. Or some of my old adventures, or TV shows, or my Navy ship stuff. Anyway, I guess I should go. Keep smile, smile, smile. I'm a real Star Trek fan, by the way. Yes, these are shrinking because I increased my potassium levels. Okay, boys and girls, it's time for me to go. Oh, no, John! Yeah, I promise I'll get dressed up as Carla. Full regalia. Preferably when it's warm. We're talking about 19 minutes already. Holy moly. Chitty chat, chatty Cathy. Chatty Cathy. What was that thing called? Alexis? Or Alice, or some stupid thing that is a computer that talks about, who knows? I don't know. Okay, cheerio!